Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're doing a special Rochester Retro deck profile. This time it's based off of Robert. I'm doing the order symbol. Um, Robert is a 629 air, death, and order character. He has two enhances. One is a check of 4 or better. Your kick attack gets +1 speed for each attack in preceding it in the card pool. So if you have one attack, it doesn't do anything, but if you have a second attack, it will get +1 speed, and then so on and so forth. So he has a string character. His second enhance is actually the cool part of him. It says E, your kick attack gets powerful X. X equals the number of face-up attacks in your card pool. You may discard up to 2 cards from your hand in addition to momentum to pay for this attack's powerful ability. So we're just playing mono kicks. And then as we go deeper and deeper in the attack string, our powerfuls get bigger and bigger. So by the end of the string, if we're like on a 4 attack string, it's powerful 4. We can pitch 2 cards for 8 damage plus any momentum, so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and put Robert here. And then we're going to go ahead and start with the attacks. We got 4 Recipro Extends. This is like the next couple cards. The next 8 cards are this one, and the next 4 are their bread and butter of the deck. They kind of grease the wheels, if you will. Recipro Extend, 4, difficulty 3, check 4, mid 4, charge kick. Your next kick gets 2/2, and you draw a card. So it refills our hand if we're trying to do the powerful in a late string, like if we're stringing Recipro Extends, and we just keep drawing cards, and then pitching cards. It gives us a nice little hand boost. The next up is 4 copies of High Engine Kick. It's 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block, 4 high 4. Kick. We discard a card, get 2 speed. If we discard an attack, gets 2 speed. If we discard an attack, gets 4 speed instead, and we draw a card. So it's a cycle draw. Allows us to dig more into the deck for more copies of attacks. We are playing as close to 60. I believe I'm at 62 cards right now. Probably going to try to cut 2 more cards just so we can get as close as we can to those magic attacks. Next up, 4 copies of Heian Shippu Ryujin Kyaku. This is better known as Big Robert Kick. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check, 4 high for 5, +0 mid block kick, combo kick. Combo E, discard a spend a momentum. Both players destroy 2 of their opponent's foundations, and then this attack gets 4 damage. So if we're able to go a little deep and our rival's kind of blocking some things, we can blow up pieces that are a problem for late string moves. This also makes it a lot harder for your rival to block if they have only a few ready foundations. Robert Enhance, so only Robert can play this. We add 1 card from our hand to our momentum, and it feels that powerful a bit. And it also feels itself, which is super sick. I picked these up at Nationals. That was really, really, really exciting. Next up, Recipro Acceleration Kick, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 3 high block, 4 low 6, EX2 kick, combo enhance. We make our rival randomly discard and then draw. And then also we can remove kick attacks from our card pool in addition to discarding momentum to pay for this EX ability. So one cool combo with this card. So if this is like our 4th card, we can give it powerful 4 with Robert, and then dump some cards out of our hand for 8 damage, so it's 14, and then we remove any kicks in front of it to give it EX, so it's super huge. And then if we have any other attacks, we can keep going. The next 2 attacks are just kind of utility attacks. Heian Shippu Kyaku. This is called Little Robert Kick for the most part. 4 difficulty, 3 check, 4 high 4, 2 high block, kick reversal. The next time you block an attack this turn, that block gets breaker 1. And then draw a card, only playable if your opponent has played an attack this turn. So this is also pretty good if your rival reversals you on your turn, so you can just pop this, draw another card, or you block, reversal, play these 2 abilities. You're able to draw a card on your rival's turn, and then give your next block breaker 1. The next utility attack is Blitzney. This little unassuming attack has killed many people. 3 difficulty, 3 check, 2 mid block, 1 high for 3, EX2 kick slam. Enhance, this attack gets +1 speed for each kick in your card pool. Deadlock enhance, unflip 1 foundation, flip 1 rival foundation. This guy at the end of a 4 attack string or a 3 attack string with powerful 4 on it, and it gains, let's just say we hit Robert's enhance, it will gain 3 additional speed, then it gives 4 additional speed to itself. And then we can just dump some extra damage on it with Robert's powerful ability. It's super sick. Next up is one asset. We got a Mega Sword and Elk Shield, 1 difficulty, 6 check, 1 mid block. We can block from our stage. So if we go handless, which we up to do with Robert a lot, we can block from our stage and only take 1 damage. Also, we can be able to tap down face-up foundations with that bottom E. Next up is the spam in the foundations. We got 4 copies of Voice of Reason, 0 difficulty, 5 check, 2 mid block. We both discard a card once per turn. Both players discard a card, draw a card. It just allows us to dig more for blocks and or more attacks on offense. Next up, we got 4 copies of Requesting Assistance. This is in there just to re-ready cards when we get momentum for Hienchipu Ryujin Kyaku, or if we just hit someone, we have momentum later on. It's a very good turn extender. 4 copies of Ageless and Wise, 1/5, 2 low block. Flip, after your rival plays an ability that causes any number of foundations to leave your staging area, cancel those effects. It stops character abilities. The card's cool. Next up is 4 copies of Fei Fei, 1/5, 3 low. Flip, stack its -3 damage. -3 speed, sorry. Pretty basic card there, but we do need some defense. 29 health does not last all that long. Pursuing Vendetta, 1/5, 3 high block. Can't leave static. This card can't leave your staging area due to rival effects. Our flip, after a foundation leaves your staging area due to your opponent's effect, add 1 foundation from your discard pile to your staging area committed. We got 2 copies of Demon Hide, 1/5, 2 high block. Our flip, after an attack is played, it loses gauge and can't gain keywords. Very good on defense. And then from Critical Role, I added 2 copies of Tarot Reading, 1/5, 4 check, 3 high block. Enhance flip, name a card type, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it matches the name type, add it to your hand. So if we're digging for more attacks, or we're scouting checks for a long attack string, we just name attack, and then we can figure out if we're going to be able to check well or not. 2 copies of Marrying Age, 1/4, 0 high block. That block is fantastic. E-commit gets 2 speed. It's cool. After your opponent readies one of their cards during the combat phase, ready 1 card in your staging area. If you cannot ready a card in your staging area due to this ability, you may add 1 foundation you can normally play from your hand to your staging area ready. It's kind of weird that I've seen this pop off maybe once or twice the entire time this card's been printed. So I have not seen it very often, but the 0 high block is really good on a spam foundation. It's a 2 diff, but don't be mistaken, this card is really a spam. The Dragon of Kyokugen, 2/5, 3 mid. Doesn't count towards progressive difficulty. So we play this card no matter what first, and we just play everything else. E-commit, if your kick attack deals damage, both players lose type 2 vitality. Just some extra damage on the back end. It can kill your rival, so you can just pop that, and if they're at 2 or less, after damage, they die. We got 2 copies of Ridding the World of Outsiders, 2/5, 3 high block. Commit. Your next attack gets +2 speed, +2 damage. E-flip. This attack gets +1 speed, +1 damage, playable while committed. I like this card a lot because it's like a multi-use card. I love carrying over stats in a deck that wants to string for a long time. It's one of my favorites out of Soul Calibur. Next up is Conduit of United Essence, 2/5, 3 mid block. Order ability, response remove after 1 or more cards are committed or flipped due to your opponent's effect. Commit or flip one of their assets or foundations, playable while committed. E-remove, cards can't leave card pools due to your opponent's effects for the rest of this combat phase. The card's very, very good on offense to protect your attacks from being attack deleted, and the R comes in more handy. The point and click comes in more handy than you think. Yeah, you do debuild yourself, but at least you're able to deal with some problem pieces. Next up, we got 3 copies of Passing the Torch, 2/5, 3 mid block. E-commit, draw a card. If you have no cards in hand, draw 2. We usually go down to no cards in hand a lot on offense with this character, so being able to snap draw 2 cards is very good. We got 1 copy of Incompatible Quirks, 2/5, 3 mid block. This card cannot ready. This card cannot ready during the ready step. Enhance commit, -2 speed. Tenacious, remove a foundation. Ready this foundation. there's probably a good chance that this is just in here to keep passing checks, right? Like we just keep readying it, removing things that we don't need, readying it just to pass checks. We got a copy of For Mother Russia 243 high block unique. Also, this has unique too. Destroy. Return this attack to its print speed. Play while committed. R commit. After your opponent adds one or more cards to their hand due to their non-character effect, they add one card from their hand to their card pool face down. So we're able to say they're attacking us. We get hey, collect your card pool, and then eat this for a speed reset. Last of his kind, 2/5, 2 low block, unique. Lose 2 vitality. This attack gets -4 damage, minimum 1. Desperation, that means we're at half health. So 14, we get 2 damage on our move. Deadlock, we get another 2 damage. We got to 3 diffs. We got 2 copies of God of Thunder, 3/5, 3 high block. Destroy 1 foundation. Ready one of your foundations that have not been ready this combat phase. Play while committed. Very good with passing the torch. And then commit. Your attack gets 2 damage. Yeah, this allows us just to string more moves, to draw more cards, maybe burn our opponent a little more. Maybe we have a piece that's tapped down somehow, and we can just get it readied. And then last but not least, which is kind of weird about the retro, we're refusing to let go, which is kind of funny for the last card in a Rochester Retro deck profile. 3/5, no block, unique. Commit, return the attack damage to printed, and then give it +2 or -2. So if your rival nukes your attack, you go, hey, I get +2. Or if your rival's attack gets super huge, you go, no, -2. So I don't have a board for this yet, but this is basically, I'll show you a couple combos we could do with this deck. Let me clean up my stage a bit. I haven't played this in a Rochester Retro tournament. I just play this for fun pickup games, which is, I guess I consider this deck a meme because I don't really consider it like a very highly competitive deck, but I would like to maybe tune it to make it super highly competitive because Robert's one of my favorite characters from the old version from UFS. He is my favorite King of Fighters character along with Mai and Terry Bogard. And so like he's one of my favorites. He's just super cool. I like what he does. I like his mechanics. It's super neat. So high engine kick is super great. So what we want to do is we want to lead with any of these cards here, and then we can go into this guy here. And then what we do is we can tax our opponent's hand a little bit maybe if we can put some damage on it. But more often than not, we just lead with this one of these two to get bigger stats. We want to cycle draw with either of these, and then we can pass stats with Reciprocal Extend into this. And then what this card will do is we get a momentum from our hand, and then we use it. We use Robert to get speed, and then we go ahead and use whatever good foundations we have offensively, and then we pitch this. We discard this momentum for this top ability, this combo. So we nuke 2 of our rivals' best defensive pieces, or if we're only building after this, we can nuke their best offensive pieces. We just nuke their 2 best foundations, right, on the board. And then we get some extra damage with the +4. And then, sure, they're going to take away 2 of our pieces, but we're going to be able to build after that if we want to. Or we can keep going if it's a later game. And then what will happen is that if we get to Reciprocal Extend, yeah, it's on a 7, but the issue is we get Powerful 3 with Robert. And then we can clear these. So we can check a 4, get up to 2 to 3 speed or whatever is in front of it, and then we can EX it, get rid of it, and then we can also we give it Powerful 3, and then we EX it, get Powerful 3, big dumb stats, hit people. The last kind of cool piece is if we don't have one, if we don't want to clear, and they're pretty much taxed, so we can hit them for big damage here. And then we can go, say we just want a Powerful and EX, we can do that, or we can clear, but we can also use Blitzknee at the end of a string. So let's just say we were going like this, and we can Blitzknee. So this gets Powerful 4 from Robert, and 3 speed from its own ability, plus 3 speed from Robert. So it's a 7 high for whatever damage we can put on it. This is unassuming because it's a 1/3, but it can get giant stats fast. And especially if you go from Recipro into it. So we kind of have, the deck isn't a turn 2 deck. It's probably like closer to a turn 3. But if you're facing a 7-hander and you happen to go like this, and you draw, like you just draw really, check really well and draw very well, like you can nuke someone from the sky. Especially with this guy giving 4 damage, discard 2 cards. So we'd have roughly cycle draw a card, momentum. So we're probably like at 3 cards here. So we can get 8 damage, which would be pretty sick. A 4, 2, 4, 6. So it's a 10 low for 14 on turn 2, which is pretty cool. That's after dealing with a possible 6 high for 9. Or sorry, if you do this to this, it's an 8 high for 11. So it's kind of, it can really hit people pretty hard if you're able to string these together, right? Let's see here. Foundation wise, so really we're looking our first turn, our first build turn. We want to build 4. 5 is preferable, but we only play 8-0. Well, technically we have 12 zeros with this card. But we're looking to build 5 normally, just because we can aggress turn 2, because turn 2 really sets the tone for this deck. Because the longer the game goes, the less valuable his top enhance becomes, and the more opt you need to string deeper and deeper. And then with our cool combo pieces being on 5s, it does become a little costly the later the game goes, but we can also just string reciprocal extends back to back to back, and then that just kills people too. But yeah, guys, so that's the Rochester Retro Robert Garcia deck. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I do not have a sideboard built for it yet. I am looking to build one. Let me think, like I said, let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know what you think about Rochester Retro. Do you like it? You have fun? Is it like a super sweaty thing for you guys, or is it super casual? I'm taking it as a casual event. I think it's fun to rehash old cards every now and then. So again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit those bells for notifications so you don't miss a video. And until the next one, take care.